There is a power that has been given to you from the very beginning, a gift that rests not in your hands or your feet, but in your mouth. It is the authority to speak, and not just to speak for the sake of speaking, but to shape, to build, to create, to command, and to call forth that which has not yet appeared. The words that proceed from your mouth carry weight. They are not idle sounds. They are instruments of destiny, tools of transformation, and agents of change. What you say about yourself will eventually become what you live. What you confess will eventually manifest. You are never a victim of your situation unless you give your words permission to lock you there. We live in a world where people are quick to speak curses over themselves. They say things like, I'll never make it, or I always mess things up, or nothing ever works out for me. These are not just statements of frustration. These are declarations of bondage. Every time you say something negative about your life, you empower the environment around you to agree with that statement. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and too many people are dying slowly from the words they speak over themselves. If you want to change your life, you must begin by changing your language. You must understand that the first person who needs to hear your blessing is you. Before the world can celebrate you, you must affirm yourself. Before anyone can see your value, you must announce it to your own soul. There's nothing arrogant about blessing yourself when you're doing it from a place of alignment with your purpose. You're not bragging when you declare your greatness. You are simply agreeing with what heaven already knows about you. You are confirming what your Creator whispered about you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Some people have been so conditioned by negativity that they feel uncomfortable speaking life over themselves. They think it's pride, but let me ask you something. What is more prideful? To speak words that align with the fear of man, or to boldly declare what God has already said about you? It is not pride to call yourself blessed. It is not arrogance to say, I am favored. It is not self-centered to say, I have a bright future. That's not pride. That's power. That's purpose being released through your mouth. The enemy does not fear your thoughts. He fears your words. Because your thoughts can remain private, but your words create public consequences. When you speak, things begin to move. Blessings are not just passive hopes. They are active declarations. They are prophetic seeds. When you say, I am healed, even if your body still feels pain, you are watering the seed of your healing. When you say, I am successful, even if your bank account is empty, you are placing your order with heaven for what is to come. Speaking blessings upon yourself is not pretending that nothing is wrong. It is positioning yourself for what is right. It is not denial. It is direction. You are steering your life in the direction of your declarations. You must understand the protocol of heaven. Nothing is released until something is spoken. Nothing changes until something is declared. Even God, when he created the world, didn't just think light into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. Why? Because nothing happens until something is said. If God had to speak it to see it, what makes you think you can stay silent and still expect to walk in destiny? You must open your mouth and speak blessings upon your life. Some of you have been waiting for other people to affirm you. You've been looking for encouragement from others, waiting for someone to recognize you, waiting for someone to bless you. But what if I told you that your breakthrough is not waiting on another person's validation, but on your own voice? For someone to lay hands on you if you won't lay hands on your own future with the words that you speak. Speak blessings upon yourself. Say, I am anointed for such a time as this. Say, I have everything I need to fulfill my purpose. Say, doors are opening for me that no man can shut. Say, what God started in me, he will complete. Say, I am walking in favor, wisdom, and power. Say, this year will be my greatest year yet. Don't wait until things get better. Speak it until they do. Don't wait until people believe in you. Speak until you believe in yourself. Your future is responding to the sound of your voice. And don't just speak blessings once, do it daily. Make it a habit, let it be your lifestyle. Wake up and bless your day. Look in the mirror and bless your mind. Walk into a meeting and bless your presence. Stand before your responsibilities and bless your strength. You are not just talking, you are building, you are constructing a future, one word at a time. The enemy wants you to stay silent because he knows your voice carries breakthrough. He knows your words have the authority to shake the foundations of hell and release heaven on earth. Do you realize that even angels respond to your words? When you speak blessings in alignment with God's will, you activate heavenly help. You dispatch angelic assistance. You summon divine reinforcement. All of heaven backs up a voice that speaks in faith. But when you curse yourself, when you speak fear, when you declare doubt, you hinder what heaven wants to release in your life. That's why you must be intentional. Your mouth is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. Some of you have survived things that have tried to silence you. You've walked through storms that should have shut your mouth. You've been through seasons where it felt like nothing was working, but here you are, still standing. That's your sign that you've been preserved for a purpose. And now it's time to shift your language. Stop talking like a victim. Stop rehearsing the pain. Stop echoing what they said about you. It's time to speak blessings that match your destiny. Say, I am not what I've been through. I am what I was created for. Say, my pain has a purpose, and my purpose has a promise. Say, I may have been broken, but I am not defeated. Say, I am rising. You cannot live a blessed life if you refuse to speak like a blessed person. Your words are the thermostat of your life. They set the climate. If you speak cold, harsh, bitter words, don't be surprised when your life feels frozen and dark. But if you begin to speak warm, faithful, bold blessings, you will feel the temperature of your life begin to rise. Things will begin to thaw. Opportunities will open. Joy will return. Peace will settle. Power will rise. All because you dared to say what heaven was already thinking about you. Don't wait until everything is perfect to start speaking blessings. Speak them in the valley. Speak them in the fire. Speak them in the prison. Speak them in the waiting room. Speak them when you don't feel strong. Speak them when you feel surrounded. Speak them when you don't know how it's going to work out. That's when your words carry the most power. Not when things are easy, but when you choose to declare your future in the middle of your fight. That's how you win. That's how you rise. That's how you shift your reality. You have been given the keys to your future, and they are hidden in your mouth. Use them. Open doors with your words. Unlock healing with your declarations. Release provision with your confession. Stir up power with your praise. Your voice is not a decoration, it's a weapon. It's time to take it seriously. It's time to speak blessings upon yourself like your life depends on it. Because it does. And as you speak, watch your life begin to align. Watch peace follow your words. Watch favor find your address. Watch joy return like the sunrise after a long night. Watch confidence rise. Watch boldness break through. Watch doors swing open. Watch fear lose its grip. Watch the impossible become possible. Watch your own mouth become the key that unlocks the future you were born to live. Jeremiah 45. Speak blessings upon yourself. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are chosen. You are called. You are equipped. You are favored. You are anointed. You are rising. Speak it, believe it, live it. And don't ever let your mouth betray your destiny again. You see, the greatest threat to your potential is not your lack of opportunity. It's your failure to recognize the power you carry within. You can be gifted, talented, called, and destined, but if your mouth doesn't agree with your purpose, your destiny remains locked. This is why you must not just think higher. You must speak higher. You must declare what you've seen in the spirit, even if your natural reality hasn't caught up yet. Speak as one who knows where they are going, not as one confused by where they are. Let your words lead your feet. The world will always try to convince you to speak about what is happening, but you must speak about what is becoming. People will try to get you to complain, to murmur, to echo the fear they live in, but you must refuse. You were not created to be a mouthpiece for chaos. You are created to be an ambassador of life. When others are speaking failure, you speak victory. When others are predicting downfall, you declare increase. When others speak confusion, you decree clarity. That's not just positivity, that's prophetic authority. That's walking in dominion. This is not the season to let your environment determine your confession. This is the time to let your confession transform your environment. Don't wait for things to get better before you bless your life. Speak it now. Call yourself blessed while you're still in the wilderness. Declare your breakthrough while you're still facing barriers. Your words are not limited by your current position. They are instruments that call your future to meet your present. Your voice is a divine tool of acceleration. What you speak today has the power to pull your tomorrow into your now. And when you begin to speak blessings over your own life, you start to notice how the atmosphere around you begins to shift. You walk into the same situations, but you are not the same person. You go through familiar challenges, but you are no longer a victim of them. You start waking up with clarity instead of confusion, with confidence instead of doubt. Because when you bless yourself daily, consistently, and boldly, you recalibrate your entire being to agree with heaven's agenda for your life. You stop echoing the noise of failure and begin to announce the sound of victory. This is how transformation begins, not always by external miracles, but by internal mastery. Is a principle that must be embedded deep in your spirit. Whatever you keep saying, you will start believing, and whatever you believe, you will start becoming. This is why it's dangerous to joke with negativity, to laugh at pain as if it's permanent, or to casually throw around statements like, "I'll never make it," "people like me don't succeed," or "this is just my bad luck." Words may seem small, but they are seed, and seeds don't stay small. They grow, they multiply. And before long, you'll find yourself living in a forest of what you spoke years ago. So if your life is going to be the fruit of your lips, make sure you're planting words worth harvesting. No one else has to understand the declarations you make over yourself. You might look strange to people who have not seen your vision, but that's all right. You're not speaking to be understood, you're speaking to be aligned. The words you speak are not for applause, they are for assignment. When you open your mouth and say, "I am walking in divine favor," even if the bank account says otherwise, you are not being fake. You are being prophetic. When you declare, "Doors are opening for me," even if everything seems shut, you are not being delusional. You are being deliberate. There is a realm that responds to your boldness, not your logic. You have to get to a place where you no longer wait for outside validation to speak good things over yourself. Stop waiting for other people to see your worth before you speak it. Stop depending on likes, follows, or attention before you affirm yourself. There are people who may never celebrate you, but you still have to speak like you're worth celebrating. You may have grown up in silence, ignored, overlooked, unappreciated, but you must not carry that silence into your future. You must find your voice and speak life with it. You must find your authority and clothe yourself in it. The silence of others cannot be allowed to mute the sound of your own destiny. Every time you speak a blessing over your life, you are refusing to live beneath your design. You are challenging every word curse spoken against you. You are reversing every generational pattern that tried to label you as limited. You are standing in the gap between what your ancestors survived and what your descendants will inherit. When you say, "I am healed," you are not just talking about your body. You are correcting the stories passed down through bloodlines that said pain was permanent. When you say, I am successful, you are not just talking about money. You are writing the narrative that said struggle was your inheritance. You are not only blessing yourself, you are breaking cycles. And don't ever underestimate how powerful it is to speak these things in the quiet moments. You don't always need a platform. You don't always need an audience. Sometimes the most powerful blessings are whispered when no one else hears but heaven. Sometimes the most important declarations are made while tears are falling. Sometimes your voice trembles, but your spirit roars. That's when mountains move. That's when atmospheres shift. That's when heaven responds. Because it's not about volume, it's about agreement. When your mouth and your spirit agree with your purpose, miracles begin to unfold. You don't need to be perfect to speak blessings. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to be the most spiritual, the most educated, the most experienced. All you need is the willingness to believe in what God has already placed inside you. Your blessing is not based on your performance. It's based on your position as a child of divine design. So stand in that identity and speak from it. Declare, I am the head and not the tail. Say, I am above and not beneath. Proclaim, I am chosen, not forsaken. I am appointed, not abandoned. I am prepared, not forgotten. There is something sacred about blessing your day before it begins, before you answer calls, before you read emails, before you check in with the world. Check in with yourself. Say, today is filled with divine opportunities. Say, I walk in peace, power, and purpose. Say, my mind is clear, my heart is pure, my steps are ordered. Do not let the day define you. Define the day. Don't let situations dictate your mood. Let your declarations lead your mindset. There is wisdom in starting strong, and strength comes from the words you speak before the battle even begins. It is also crucial to bless yourself in the face of contradiction. There will be times when everything looks like the opposite of what you're declaring. You'll say, I am strong, and feel incredibly weak. You'll say, I am favored, and experience rejection. You'll say, I am walking in increase, and yet be staring at lack. That's the test. That's where your words become warfare. Anyone can speak blessings when things are easy, but when your environment contradicts your declaration, and you still choose to speak the truth of your identity, you are exercising kingdom dominion. You are building spiritual momentum that will eventually manifest in physical reality. Speak to your future self as if you've already arrived. Look in the mirror and say you're walking into a season of overflow. Say you've survived what was sent to destroy you. Say you are becoming everything you were created to be. Bless yourself for where you're going, not just for where you've been. Talk to the version of you that is healed, whole, and walking in divine purpose. Let your present words give life to your future you. Because if you don't bless the future version of yourself, who will? Even in your relationships, speak blessings. Say, I attract the right people. Say, my connections are divine. Say, my relationships are healthy, life-giving, and purposeful. Refuse to repeat the cycles of dysfunction. Refuse to confess loneliness, despair, or drama as your portion. Speak order. Speak joy. Speak protection. Even if you've had a history of pain, don't let the past dictate your declarations. Bless yourself with what you desire, not with what you've endured. Let your words become the womb for your new reality. Speak blessings over your creativity. Speak blessings over your intellect. Speak blessings over your time. Say, everything I touch is fruitful. Say, I create with excellence and clarity. Say, I maximize every hour, every gift, every opportunity. Don't just wait for the world to call you brilliant. Speak it over yourself. Don't wait to be discovered. Declare that you are already significant. Don't wait to be appreciated. Declare that you are already valuable. You don't need outside permission to believe in what God placed in you. And when the enemy comes in like a flood, speak blessings like a dam that breaks his momentum. When the lies get loud, let your declarations be louder. When anxiety rises, speak peace over your mind. When fear tries to grip your heart, say, I am fearless. I am anchored. I am protected. When doubt knocks, answer with truth. Use your words as a shield. Use your blessings as weapons. Use your declarations as anchors in the storm. You are not defenseless. Your voice is your armor. Speak over your sleep. Speak over your health. Speak over your legacy. Bless your children, even if you don't have them yet. Bless your home, even if it hasn't been built yet. Bless your ministry, even if it hasn't started yet. Bless your ideas, even if they haven't been launched yet. Don't wait for manifestation to speak. Speak to produce the manifestation. Say, everything connected to me is growing. Say, everything assigned to me is coming. Say, I will not miss my moment. I will not miss my blessing. And finally, remember this truth. No one else will speak over your life the way you can. Others can bless you, yes, but there is a blessing that only comes when you open your own mouth and declare your own destiny. That blessing is personal. That blessing is powerful. That blessing is transformational. Your future needs your voice. Your purpose needs your agreement. Your blessing needs your declaration. Don't hold it back another date. You have waited long enough. You have suffered in silence long enough. You have been overlooked long enough. But now it is time to rise. It is time to speak. It is time to bless. Open your mouth and say it. I am ready. I am rising. I am chosen. I am blessed. And let that be the anthem of your life from this day forward. If you want the full speech turned into a video script with timestamps, voiceover cues, or other production support, just let me know.